What's up, everybody? So I have what I think is an awesome video for you guys today. My top 10 recent pickups. Just went a couple of cards that I just felt like were tremendous buys right now, and I had to get them to kind of finish off the year, 2020. I will be doing a year in review video, hopefully very soon, but I wanted to do this one final video. There were one or two that I technically got in January, but I'm going to probably count them towards 2020 or 2021, who knows. But anyway, so let's do it. Top 10 recent pickups. Like I said, some pretty awesome ones, especially at the top of the list. So you guys are looking at that and going, wow, that's not really that awesome. So I opened up at number 10, opened up a rookie explosion box, and didn't really, I saved you guys the 20 minutes or the 30 minutes of how long it takes to open a rookie explosion box. And just because the cards weren't that great that I got in there. So got these two cards, 8 from the 81 Don Russ pack, and you can see here the gum stain right there on the top. Brutal, but I decided to put them in top loaders anyway. Mike Trout, Christian Yelich refractor, Derek Jeter insert, Andrew Benintendi rookie debut, Lucas Giolito was this refractor, and probably the best card, believe it or not, of the break was this paper base Julio Rodriguez Bowman first, although a lot of people are really, really high on Julio Rodriguez. So this could be a pretty awesome card. But anyway, that was the best card that I got out of that rookie explosion box. So that is at number 10. All right, on to number 9. For Christmas, I got from my family, I got a set of 2020 Topps. And if you're like me, I don't understand how people just leave their sets as is. I have to for me, the fun is going into the sets and seeing what's, taking a look at all the cards. But obviously the smart thing to do from an investment standpoint is to leave it all sealed. But of course, I had to open the whole thing. And of course, if you open the entire 2020 set, there's some pretty awesome cards in there. So including this Mike Trout, the Dustin May rookie, Nico Horner rookie, the Aquino, and then this is the short print Aquino, or the short print that comes with the complete set. So that's that. Here's the Gavin Lux short print that comes with the complete set. This is the Yordan Alvarez complete set short print. Really nice looking card there. Here is the Luis Robert. Pretty awesome. I've seen this card in a PSA 10 go for a lot. Good looking card. I'll probably send that off. Of course, it's got that little ding there in the bottom right hand corner there, so it probably won't come back as a 10. Gavin Lux rookie, Randy Arozarena rookie. There's the Bo Bichette short print that comes with the complete set, and again, they all had this little ding down in this corner. Of course. That's been the toughest part of the 2020 set. They all have minor imperfections, and you could always see it here in this darker corner. So that's something, if you guys are going to get cards graded, just kind of take a look at that particular corner. Let's see what it looks like for this Luis Robert. Yeah, again, there's the ding. Unfortunately, it came with every card in the set, Trent Grisham and Zach Gallen. So, pretty awesome, to get the entire 2020 set. Not sure which cards I'm going to send off for grading, but really nice looking set. And you guys are looking back at the camera going, you shouldn't send any of them. All right, at number 8, this is I already showed this off, but the Bowman draft. 2 Torkelsons. Here are the autos again for those of you guys that didn't see it. Little. Got this refractor to number 499, and then the hit of the Bowman draft box was this Casey Martin number to 75. So that's at number 8. At number 7, so I got in on a break, which I don't do a lot of. Somebody else's break. Actually, it was Parlay J. He does some breaks on Facebook. Does an awesome job. And I got a couple of you're like assigned randomly a couple of teams, and of course I got the Astros. So I was like womp womp. But towards the end of the Bowman break, I hit the Jordan Brewster number to 499. So it's a batter auto, Bowman first, a refractor. So I was pretty happy with this. You can't really go wrong with a Bowman first batter, refractor nonetheless. And you pay like a couple of bucks to be part of the break. So for those of you guys that have never joined a break, they are a lot of fun. You kind of cheer on with like other fellow collectors. Obviously you're cheering for your team, but if somebody else hits a big card, you still kind of root for them, which is awesome. Speaking of Parlay J, he also sent me this as a Christmas gift. So obviously you guys know I'm a huge Yankees fan and love Aaron Judge, and this card is a beauty. This is the green refractor, PSA 10, numbered to 99. So look at that card right there. And then also, speaking of Parlay J, so him and I, we went in on an SGC submission. And, in hindsight, I don't really know what I was thinking with this submission. So I had already submitted a bunch of cards to Beckett and PSA, and I figured, you know what? Let me submit some cards to SGC as well, because everybody was submitting to SGC at the time. And at that point, I had no cards left to submit. So I ended up submitting some like lower end cards that I kind of had sitting around. I submitted a bunch of cards that I got as part of that 1,000 card vintage lot that I submitted for, which were, whoever had these cards before me. And here are a couple of them in the background. Here's the Carl Ferrullo. Nice looking card there. I'm surprised I even got a 5 on this. And they weren't taken care of. So I didn't expect tremendous grades on them, but I'm just going to pull them out real quick. So here it is, tuxedo time. So this is number 5, guys. So it's all those cards in the background. Got this. I've had this in my collection forever, the 94 Flair Ripken. And then we got about 20 other cards here. Just like, cards like this, Nellie Fox. I mean, look at that card, though. That is a beauty. That's why I got it. I knew these cards wouldn't grade that well, but I think they look fantastic in the holder there. This was probably the highlight of the entire submission, or actually it definitely is. This is a card that I got back in, I think, February or March. Saw this card raw at the White Plains show and submitted it, and came back as an 8. This one is just a beauty right there. Look at that, the Tony Oliva. So 1968 tops. Then a couple other cards, some other head scratchers. Carter Kieboom minor league, Dave Winfield, 81 Don Russ. Obviously thought I was going to get a 10 on this, which is why I submitted it. 91 Upper Deck Griffey. Got a gem mint on this one, or gem mint, but not like the 10. This is the Griffey Diamond King, part of my childhood collection. I just love this card, and I just wanted to get it slabbed. Another Griffey and a 9. The Piazza Gold, the Topps Gold Piazza Delgado card. This is a nice looking card here. The Babe Ruth from 1962 Topps, Greatest Sports Heroes, came back as a 5. Again, that was all part of that enormous lot that I submitted way back in the day. This was cool. This was like my only 10. This is obviously, Mickey Mantle did not have a 55 Topps card. So I kind of thought this card was cool because, it's Mickey Mantle. If they made a 55 Topps Mickey Mantle, this might be what it would have looked like. And it came back as a 10. So I thought that card was really neat. Kind of tried to do the same thing with Babe Ruth. Obviously, this is the 56 Topps design. Came back as a 9. Submitted this one. As a kid, Ultimate Warrior was by far my favorite WWE wrestler. And some people consider this to be his rookie card. So I figured I'd submit. I actually have a couple more of those, but that one looked like it was in the best condition, so I submitted it. This card's pretty cool. 2011 Topps Archives. This is a sticker card. Trout, Harper, Braun, Kemp. Obviously, this would be a third-year Trout and a second-year Harper. There's a Griffey, came back as a Gem Mint, 9.5, 2014 Topps Archives. I figure you can't go wrong with Griffey, although you can go wrong here, 6.5. This one came back as a 9. Again, guys, these were part of a lot of these were part of my childhood collection, and I just, Griffey, another Gem Mint, Griffey, 2016 Topps Archives. I know they're not worth a lot, but just thought it would be cool to get them slabbed, especially, Griffey, and, this is a Chipper Jones, came back as a 9. You guys know I mentioned in the past that I bought a lot of, I think it was like 50 of these at one point when Chipper Jones was a nobody, for like $10. So one of the few times I ever hit big on, one of those like 50 card lots. There's the Matt Williams traded rookie. The Bo Jackson, this isn't the Tiffany, it's just like the regular Topps card, came back as a 9. I just thought it looked good, so I submitted it. This I pulled out of a rookie explosion box at one point, and I knew it had this dot here, but I was just like, you know what the heck, I'll submit it. Came back as a 7.5. And then the Schmidt, this one, 82 Don Russ, came back as an 8.5. So that was, what I submitted. Nothing too crazy, obviously. The highlight being, obviously, the Tony Oliva. Let's see if I can pull that back out. Thought that card was really, really nice. Look at that card. That's such a beauty. So anyway, it was kind of fun, interesting, to do the SGC submission. I don't know if I'll do it again. It doesn't have a lot of, value in the secondary market. So somebody asked me recently, should I submit through PSA or Beckett? Without a doubt, if you're looking to sell, PSA seems to have the greatest secondary market. And while SGC and Beckett have made a pretty good push, it's really PSA and then the other two guys. All right, at number 4 is a card that I talked about. I was on Bench Clear a couple weeks ago, and the idea was that you get $20,000, like pretend $20,000, and you kind of put together a portfolio of cards, cards that you think are undervalued. And while I was doing that portfolio video, which you guys should check out if you haven't seen it already, it was a lot of fun kind of putting that together, and we'll continue to talk about our portfolio and see how it does over time. I couldn't believe how cheap a Jerry Rice rookie was, even in a PSA 8. So I think I got this for like $175 or something like that. It was really cheap. Now, if you get it in a PSA 9, it's going to cost you like thousands of dollars. Or was it $275? I can't remember now. But it was. Not that that's totally inexpensive, but you can get this for pretty cheap. So anyway, I just love this card. Talk about GOATs, maybe the greatest wide receiver of all time. And just a beautiful card of Jerry Rice. This one's really nicely centered. Brand new PSA holder. So there you go. There you have it. I mean, this is a beautiful card. So the beauty is that with PSA 8s, there's a lot of PSA 8s, which is probably why it's cheap. But you could, like, if you do the the right shopping, you can get the really nice centered version, which is what I really wanted here. I thought this one looked really nicely centered. Top to bottom, it's not perfect. Left to right, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So there you have it, guys, in a PSA 8. At number 3, so I got this one for Christmas from my dad. Got me this beautiful T206 Bill Maloney. Got it in a BVG holder, which is kind of interesting. You don't see too many T206s in a BVG holder, which is probably why he got it at the price that he did. T206 cards have just exploded over the last couple of years. And what am I saying? Last couple of years, this year has exploded, especially. And he just noticed. He's like, what the heck is going on? Everything is so much more expensive. So he was able to get me this in a BVG 6. Here's the back, Piedmont. Bill Maloney, this is actually a minor league card. A lot of people don't realize that the T206 set also includes minor league players. And Bill Maloney at the time was playing for Rochester, which was a minor league team. He actually did play in the majors, had a decent career, and at one point he had 59 stolen bases, which led all of the majors. So really cool, although it is a common card, but this is just a beauty. Look at that. T206, Bill Maloney, and a BVG 6. At one point, maybe I'll think about crossing it over to PSA or SGC, but beautiful card. Look at that. Just with a little bit of distance, absolute beauty. So there you have it at number 3. At number 2 is this Larry Bird Magic Johnson. So speaking of that video I did with Mike and Ty from Bench Clear, I was doing research and I could not believe the price on a Larry Bird Magic Johnson rookie. With the way that basketball cards have exploded over the last year, the fact that you can get this card at a price that's somewhat reasonable, it was still really expensive, guys, even in a 7. But I just love this card. You're talking about, 2 household names. I mean household names. I mean household names. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Everybody knows who they are. Even my wife knows who Larry Bird and Magic Johnson are. And this is their rookie card. Julius Erving, I believe his rookie was like in 72. But these were the scoring leaders, I guess, that year, 1980 tops. And of course, Larry Bird, that's his rookie. Magic Johnson, just one of the coolest cards in the history of sports cards. And 2 of the greatest of all time in basketball, Larry Bird, including Julius Erving and Magic Johnson. Dr. J right in the middle there. So there's the back here. Let's see. 37. Average 18. There's Dr. J. And really, really cool looking card there. There's Larry Bird, NBA Rookie of the Year. So Magic and Lakers with 187 steals last season and make NBA's all-rookie team. So just a really nice looking card there. Okay, and at number 1, you guys ready for this? So before I show this card, you guys know I've been picking up the GOATs. So, and I'm not going to do the recap again, but I got the Hulk Hogan, GOAT of wrestling, got the Babe Ruth, GOAT of baseball, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and although I do want to get the Jim Brown, and I do have a Joe Montana with PSA. And then I even went as far as to get the GOAT of MMA and the GOAT of golf, Tiger Woods. And so anyway, went ahead and got what I thought was the GOAT of soccer. Now, you guys will have to let me know who you think is the GOAT of soccer. And I know there's a lot of argument out there in terms of who the GOAT of soccer is, but for me, I had to go with Pele. And this card from 1958, there are only 15 of these graded by PSA. So this is 1 out of 15 cards graded by PSA. And this is the A Gazzetta Esportiva. So it's just crazy. Pele won 3 World Cups with Brazil. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about soccer, but the cool thing about owning a card like this is it forces you to kind of learn some more about like other sports. And that's what I've enjoyed about, getting the GOATs of, throughout all the other sports, as you start to learn about some of this stuff. And so apparently Pele in 1958, at the age of 17, won a World Cup with Brazil and was a big piece of the reason why they won that year. And they were saying that I think it was France in the semifinals where he scored 2 or 3 goals, basically took over the game, and was a huge contributing factor to Brazil winning their the World Cup. I believe it was their first World Cup in 1958. And he went on to win 2 more World Cups with Brazil. And here's the back. And I just thought this card was so cool. There are other 58 Peles that people consider to be the rookie cards, some a little bit more iconic than this one. One of the reasons why this one isn't as iconic is because there are so few of them. Of course, like when there's only 15 graded by PSA, it doesn't have a lot of, it's just it's so incredibly rare that it's almost impossible to become iconic. So anyway, I just think it's so cool. I mean, for all those people that live in Brazil that consider Pele, a god, for me to be able to own one of the 15 graded by PSA, I just think is such an awesome card to add to the collection. So I'm just throwing some of the highlights, of course, some of the highlights in the background here, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And let me just throw the Jerry Rice back there. I'll leave my custom to the side there. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'll be doing my year in review hopefully very soon. It's hard to get away sometimes, guys, just with work and kids and family. But hopefully you had a great 2020. Who knows when I'll be able to do my year in review. Hopefully very soon. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.